Later, Chike called Adeze into the living room, his eyes gleaming with a dangerous mix of excitement and desperation. Babe, he started, I have a plan. She frowned. Plan? He hesitated, then leaned closer. Do you remember how Mr. Ajayi looks at you every time you come for office events? He likes you. Adeze blinked, confused. And so? And so? He whispered. You can use that. Get close to him. Make him invite you somewhere private. I will barge in with evidence. If he doesn't want his reputation destroyed, he will give me the promotion. Adeze recalled like he had slapped her. What? Chike, do you even hear yourself? You want me to sleep with your boss? No, 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 he rushed, taking her hands. You don't have to sleep with him now. Just lead him on. Get him somewhere compromising, and I will handle the rest. Adeze and Chike met in their final year at the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. He was the charming, smooth-talking guy everyone liked, and Adeze was the quiet, intelligent girl who believed in love. Chike chased her relentlessly, sending flowers to her hostel, waiting outside her lectures, and making big promises. He painted pictures of a future where they would conquer the world together, and Adeze believed him. After graduation, Chike struggled to find a suitable job, while Adeze secured a modest one at a private school. She became the steady hand while Chike chased opportunities. When Chike finally landed a position in a reputable real estate firm in Lagos, things started to look up. They got married 2 years later. It wasn't a fairy tale wedding, but it was theirs. Adeze believed they were a team. She believed Chike was her protector and her safe space. She didn't know then how wrong she was. 3 years into the marriage, Chike's company announced that promotions were coming, and Chike was sure he would get one. He came home one night, smiling wider than she had seen in months. Ada, imagine me as a senior manager, he said, tossing his suit jacket on the chair. Salary tripled, bigger house, and maybe even a driver. Ada smiled, hugging him. You deserve it, love. You have worked so hard. But weeks later, when the list came out, his name wasn't there. Several of his colleagues were promoted, but he wasn't. That night, he came home silent, his jaw clenched. Over dinner, he slammed his fork down. How can they overlook me? He spat, glaring at nothing in particular. I worked harder than all of them. Maybe you should talk to your boss, Adeze suggested gently. Chike did. The next day, he met with Mr. Ajayi, his branch director, but the answer crushed him. Chike, Mr. Ajayi said, leaning back in his leather chair. The panel didn't think you are ready yet. You are hardworking, of course, but you need to improve your leadership and negotiation skills. Work harder, and by this time next year, you will be the top of the list. Chike nodded politely, but inside something snapped. He felt cheated and humiliated. That night, Adeze found him sitting in the dark, whiskey glass in hand. They are playing me, Ada, he muttered, his voice tight. Ajayi has something against me. I am very sure of that. She rubbed his shoulder. Maybe this is God's way of preparing you for something bigger. No, he interrupted sharply. I will make them respect me. I will make them pay. 2 weeks later, Chike called Adeze into the living room, his eyes gleaming with a dangerous mix of excitement and desperation. Babe, he started, I have a plan. She frowned. Plan? He hesitated, then leaned closer. Do you remember how Mr. Ajayi looks at you every time you come for office events? He likes you. Adeze blinked, confused. And so? And so? He whispered. You can use that. Get close to him. Make him invite you somewhere private. I will barge in with evidence. If he doesn't want his reputation destroyed, he will give me the promotion. Adeze recalled like he had slapped her. What? Chike, do you even hear yourself? You want me to sleep with your boss? No, 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 he rushed, taking her hands. You don't have to sleep with him now. Just lead him on. Get him somewhere compromising, and I will handle the rest. Tears burned Adese's eyes. This is insane. Ada, she said firmly, I have sacrificed too much to be overlooked. This is the only way, he signed, rubbing his head. Stop being dramatic, Adese. It's just one night. After that, we will never have to talk about it again. This is business, not love. In that moment, something inside Adaeze cracked, not loudly, but silently, like a glass under pressure. She searched his face for a hint of a man she married 5 years ago, the one who swore to protect her heart. But all she saw was desperation and greed. For days she refused, but Chike wore her down, guilt-tripping her, shouting and even crying. He reminded her of their dreams, their sacrifices, and their future. In the end, Adaeze had to give in, not out of agreement, but exhaustion. It worked exactly as Chike planned. 1 week after the promotion, the company did a celebration party for the staffs promoted, and of course, other staffs in the office were also invited with their plus one. The evening of the party was bubbling when Adaeze arrived. She sat on one empty chair, waiting for Chike. Mr. Jai sighted her sitting alone and decided to walk up to her. They started talking, and one thing led to another, and he suggested they go to the hotel. Adaeze, knowing what she had planned with Chike, did not hesitate to follow him. She acted like she was drunk and followed Mr. Ajayi into the hotel suite. When they got inside the room, Adaeze was terrified. But before anything could happen, Chike burst into the room with his phone camera rolling. "Curse you, sir. How dare you touch my wife?" he shouted, acting furious. "I will ruin you." Mr. Ajayi panicked, begging him not to make the video public. Chike laid out his terms: the promotion, immediate and guaranteed, or the world would see everything. Within a month, Chike was promoted. Adaeze thought it was over, but it was only the beginning of her nightmare. Once Chike got his promotion, he changed completely. The man who had once begged her to help their future became her biggest tormentor. He called her names during arguments. He had nothing but a wall. He spat one night when she questioned his late hours. Even worse, he told his family everything, but twisted the story. To them, Adaeze had slept with Chike's boss to humiliate him. His mother, Mama Chike, who had never liked Adaeze, used it as ammunition. "You, this shameless woman," she sneered during a family gathering. "You seduced another man, disgracing my son. You don't belong in this family." His sisters mocked her. His younger brother called her Madam Ajayi behind her back. Adaeze endured months of emotional torture until one evening, after a particular nasty argument, Chike's mother and sisters stormed into their apartment uninvited. Mama Chike screamed, "Pack your load and leave my son's house before you kill him with shame." Adaeze turned to Chike, silently begging him to defend her. But he simply said, "Maybe it's for the best." That night, Adaeze walked out of her marriage with nothing but a suitcase and a broken heart. Adaeze moved back to Enugu, into her parents' modest bungalow. Her mother fussed over her, while her father sat her down one evening and said quietly, "My daughter, sometimes God allows storms to remove people who were never meant to cover you." She wanted to believe him, but healing wasn't instant. Nights were long, filled with regret, shame, and unanswered questions. Then one evening, her phone buzzed. It was a Facebook friend request from Emeka. Emeka had been her close friend back then in university. She had lost touch after graduation, but he had always been her safe place back then, the one who made her laugh until her ribs hurt. She accepted the request, and within minutes, a message popped up. "Ada baby, after how many years? Look at you, still fine, sha." She smiled for the first time in weeks. They began chatting daily, catching up on lost years. One night, she told him everything: the promotion, the trap, the betrayal, and the divorce. When she finished, Emeka typed back, "Ada, listen to me carefully. You were never the problem. He used you, manipulated you, and blamed you. You deserve better." His words became her anchor. Emeka visited Enugu for work. When she saw him, tall and confident, something inside her stirred, but she pushed it down, afraid to hope. But Emeka was patient. He called daily, checked on her, and made her laugh again. A year later, after a soft evening, he knelt before her with a ring. "Adaeze, I know what heartbreak looks like. But I promise you will never feel it with me. Please marry me. Through tears, she said yes. Word spread quickly about Adese's engagement. Chike first heard about Adese's engagement from Nkechi, his sister, who had been stalking Adese's Instagram page. Hmm. She's flaunting one small boy maker, Nkechi hissed. Can you imagine? Like she didn't disgrace his family enough. Chike felt an ugly twist of jealousy in his chest. How dare Adese move on so quickly? How dare she smile when he was still battling for relevance at work? He devised a plan. Through a mutual friend, Chike got Emeka's work contact and called him anonymously. Better leave Adese alone if you know what's good for you, he threatened, disguising his voice. Emeka wasn't fooled. He called Adese immediately. Adese, I think Chike is trying to scare me off, he said calmly. But Ada, I am going nowhere. But Chike wasn't done. He even created a fake social media account, sending Emi hotel pictures of Adese and Mr. Ajayi to make it seem like she had been unfaithful. One evening, Emeka called her, his voice tensed. Ada, someone sent me pictures. They look bad. Her stomach dropped. She rushed to his place, trembling as he showed her the images. When she explained, tears streaming down her face, Emeka reached for her hands. Ada, I trust you, he whispered. Let him try all he wants. He can't destroy us. Chike's plan failed, and for the first time, Adese truly understood what real love felt like. The kind that doesn't weaponize your past against you. After Chike's plan failed, he showed up uninvited at Adese's parents' house. Ada, I'm sorry, he said, looking nothing like the proud man she once knew. I ruined everything. Please forgive me. Let's try again. Adese looked at him, her face calm, her heart steady. Chike, she said softly, the day you asked me to sleep with your boss was the day I realized you never loved me. You only loved what I can do for you. You broke us, not me. Then she walked away, leaving him standing there, empty handed, full of regret. Adese married Emeka months later in an intimate ceremony with laughter, music, and healing. Adese danced with Emeka at their wedding reception, while she smiled genuinely for the first time in years. Chike had taken her through hell, but she came out whole, stronger, wiser, and loved. And in all, she thanked God for not letting her fall into her ex-husband's manipulative traps. If you were Adese, what would you do? Would you forgive and accept Chike back? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section.